Let's talk. What you wanna talk about? Let's talk. What you wanna talk about? Kitchen talk. Let's talk. What you wanna talk about? Kitchen talk. Let's talk. Conversations that cool. Kitchen talk. Let's talk. What you wanna talk about? Kitchen talk. Let's talk. Conversations that cool. Let's talk. What you wanna talk about? Let's talk. What you wanna talk about?
Hi, ladies. Uh-oh, I lost her. She'll chime back in a minute. Listen, I'm super excited for tonight. I don't really like this view. Let me do the other view. Okay, I like that one better. It's what happened, child. This is Kitchen Talk CTC, Conversations That Cook. We are super excited. We're doing a girlfriend check-in. Thanks to Oprah during the pandemic for giving this wonderful idea. And I don't care how long, how many days, months, years go by. When I see this one right here, it's all still gravy. This my girl. We down, we pick up like it was like we just talked an hour ago. This is LaTonia Mims, all the way in Louisiana.
Yes.
So excited. So we just gonna get right into it. I have two other friends coming, Tony, but I think we can hold it down till they get here. I think we'll be all right. Till
No,
they get here.
I'm pretty sure we can.
Right.
Yes.
It might be, we might have to make sure we don't share too many secrets. Yes. So again, we're doing girlfriend check-in. Now, one of the reasons, other than I like doing girlfriend check-in, but it is also the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University homecoming, October 3rd, 1887. What? So I gave my guys,
Okay.
because we're all actually alum. So I gave them the night off to do their homecoming. I was like, you know what? Let me check in with the girls for the night. And then here is another very beautiful alum of FAMU, Miss Kenya Williams.
Hi, Miss Lisa. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Hi.
Good. This
Hi.
is my friend girl Tony Mims.
Hi, Tony. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Kenya. Nice to meet
And
you.
then we got one more. Shay.
What's good
This
in the
is
building?
Nari Williams, who saved my whole life when I was in Seattle. Like for real. I was like, oh, black people.
That's what's up. Yeah, we out here.
I don't know. I wasn't gonna survive. I was about to let it all go. I was like, oh, I can't. And then she came along and said, what's up? So I was like, yes, I'm gonna be all right.
That's real.
So, how are you?
I am good, but I've triple booked myself. No, I didn't triple book. I thought I was gonna be in the office chilling, waiting for the show to start, but you know, last minute errands hit me. So
It happened.
so
It happened.
but I was like, but I got to get on here because I said I was gonna be here, so I'm
Yes.
here.
So you know what I love about this, even though I can't wait to get back in the studio, I want to go back in the studio. I want to come back together in the kitchen in person. But one of the things that I do love about this particular platform is you don't necessarily have to be in the kitchen. to have kitchen talk.
Uh,
Mm.
Actually, I was in Seattle when this idea was birthed through
Oh, wow.
one of the programs that we worked on at the time when I was there. I interned with Sharon at CD Forum, and it was kitchen sessions. Do you remember that, Sharon?
yep, I do.
So this idea actually came to me out of that. I was like, "Oh my God, this is so neat." Of course, they did different stuff. They did poetry, they did spoken word, they did art. I mean, it was just a lot. It was so beautiful, and so that idea actually came to me while I was in. This idea came to me while I was in Seattle. So I wanted to do. I try to do these every now and then, ever since Oprah introduced them to us. So, girlfriend check ins. So, I do know, Kenya, you are in grad school now.
Yes, I am.
How is it going?
It's going really good. I love SCAD. I'm at Savannah College of Art and Design, so I really like it here. It's been an adjustment, just like anything, taking on a new chapter. But I'm enjoying just being back in a creative space, being able to perform again, exercising the auditioning, and just building an ensemble with my cohort has been really nice. We have a really diverse group. So I'm just excited to see where it continues to go. I'm just in my first quarter, so still learning the lay of the land and everything, but it's been really good. I'm glad to be back in the academic setting.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And so you'll get your MFA in acting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you miss New York?
I do miss New York. I think about New York all the time. My family misses New York, but part of me is a little bit happy to be back in the South though. It's just New York is a lot, and it's hard work and it's constant 24/7. So this has been good to just be in the South and close to family again. So
And then your pace is slower because that New York
yeah,
is something else.
it's tough. It's really tough, but I hope to be back in New York, or maybe Los Angeles after this. So I'm always thinking about what's next, but I'm trying to enjoy where I am right now and just take it all in, because it's only a 2-year program and most
Hmm.
programs are 3 years. So just trying to take it all in for right now.
Yeah, that's something sometimes that I think we miss is taking in the moments,
Yeah.
trying to get to the next thing,
Hmm.
but it goes by so quickly that if we don't take the time to take in the moments, we'll miss
Miss it.
out. Like
Yeah.
to me, is it anybody else that feels like it's October already?
It's
Like almost the
October's
end of
over.
October?
October's ending. It's like the 26th already. It just flew by.
Okay, so it's not just me.
Mm-mm.
Nah, it's not just you. Not at all.
It just seemed like this time is just whisking by,
Yeah.
like nobody's business.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, my goodness. Tony, the last did I lose her? Dog it. Okay, I'll come back to her. All right, Shay, what you up to now that you done freed yourself from the CD forum?
Yeah, I am now the interim executive director for Spectrum Dance Theater.
Wow.
Um,
Shut up!
Oh my gosh.
yeah, so I'm working with the great, the legend, Bessie Award winner, Tony nominated Donald Byrd as the artistic director, and so I'm doing that. I am the co-chair for the Historic Central Area Arts and Cultural District. Um, I am still performing and doing voiceovers and all that stuff, and I teach in the MFA program. Um, So I'm teaching the intro to practicum at
At
Seattle.
Seattle U?
Yeah, and the intro to leadership slash engaging in the arts for the undergrad. So I'm keeping busy.
I'm just glad they got some teachers look like me now.
Ha. Well, yeah. It's actually the tenure professor looked like you as well too, James Miles.
Oh
So
wow, cool.
yeah, we up in there.
That's good. That's good.
Tony's
So
back.
Tony's back. Yay! So so when I was in Seattle, um I know Sharon got tired of me because I was like, look, these people is crazy. How you deal with these West Coast people?
All the time. All the time.
Oh my goodness. I was so ready to go. And then one of my
Yeah.
professors was like, no, we want you to stay. Nope.
Lisa, like, I'm out. I am
Nope.
out of here.
By the time I walked across the stage, my car was scheduled to be moved. My flight was already paid for.
Lisa's
I'm
like,
out.
no, I am not staying.
I was so out of here. Oh my goodness. So,
Ah,
Tony, last time I talked to you, you were back in school. Are you finished? I think you are you finished? I think she delayed. Can you hear me?
I I am. I graduated. Yes, I am. I'm a proud alum of Grambling State University.
yay.
I'm super excited. Yay. Are you going on or is that it?
Yes, after being out of high school 34 years, I did it. Yeah,
So
I'm
very
already
cool.
back in.
Uh,
Go ahead, mama.
yeah.
I tell you, y'all young people, go ahead, get all them degrees.
Oh, I am delayed.
I think so, Tony. Yeah.
Yes, I am back in pursuing my master's.
Good for
Yes.
you. Good for you. So, ladies, let me ask you guys a
Hey, I'm
question.
just following after you.
Hey.
I did, yeah. It was a journey too. It was
Hey.
quite the journey. So, Kenya, take it from me. Do this while you young, baby.
Mhm.
I tell all the young people, do it while you young, while
Mhm.
you spry, while while you could, still eat pizza after 10 o'clock at night.
Hilarious.
Do it while you young. Do it while you young. So let me ask you guys a question. So, how have you, or do you feel like you have changed, for the better or for not, since pre-pandemic to now, possibly post-pandemic?
Hmm.
Because I don't think we actually have a fully no, we not pandemic no more. I don't think we got that yet.
Mhm.
Hmm. Well, for me, my I think my shift was more or less recognizing to take care of myself. more, and that work is one thing and life is another thing, and really being more cautious of how I'm spending my time. Like I was okay about having an hour long commute, right, to work, and I was like, oh, that's when I get to listen to my books on tape and not books on tape. Ooh, that's old. Audio books and all of that stuff. And so now it's like, okay, if I'm driving an hour, what all am I doing in town? And no, I'm not coming there every day. And so really looking at that, but also really just like wanting to be in position to put before it was so that's
Okay, Sharon, you got to say that last part again because you started breaking up. Uh,
work and then art, and now it's art before work.
so, um, your priorities have adjusted.
Yep, shifted. Yep,
I get that. I get that. I
yes,
know
ma'am.
for me, I want to say I feel different. Like I've always been like this outgoing kind of person. I hated, I hated during the pandemic being inside and alone, but somehow it has made me, and I don't know whether I got to break out of the shell, but somehow it has made me now comfortable being inside and alone. Not necessarily liking it, but like, oh well, this it is what it is. And so now that we're able to get out more, it's like I don't want to. I don't feel like it. That sort of thing. So I think that I don't like the shift, but I think that was kind of the shift for me. Now, also, am I being productive in my alone time? No, I'm watching TV, which I love to do because I'm addicted to it anyway. But I think that is coupled with my grief as well. So it's kind of strange. I feel kind of strange, but I'm like trying to find the motivation or whatever it is that sparked to get the Lisa that I love. Not that I don't love myself, don't get me wrong, but that other one, the one that's more outgoing and more woo life of the party, and I'm just here and let's do this, let's do that. I want her back. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. It's like the pandemic kind of took her away from me, um, and made me somehow okay. Plus, I bought this new beautiful house, so I don't mind staying in it by myself.
Yes,
Lord,
house.
don't get me wrong, I still want my husband to come, but and then me and him can sit here by ourselves. I don't know. But I think that's one of the things that the pandemic did for me that I think is the social distancing. It really made me distant socially.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I guess
Mhm.
for me, I feel that I feel the change very intensely, and um I discuss it a lot with people that are like in my age group. Like anyone that's in their 20s right now is just very the changes of, pre-COVID, during COVID, and now after. It's just staggering, and it's very intense for a lot of people. I think we're all just so like just aware of the state of the world and everything that's going on. And a lot of it can be very overwhelming. I think a lot of us are have graduated into the workforce through COVID or coming out of COVID, and it's just all kind of been like this chaotic, discombobulated thing of trying to figure it all out. And there almost feels like there hasn't been a sense of normalcy in a really long time for a lot of us. So I think that the changes that I think the things that I've tried to do to kind of calm this kind of frantic state, or this kind of like I don't know what I'm doing uh type of thing, is like Miss Sharon was saying, just taking care of myself, prioritizing obviously like my mental health and my physical health, um, being patient with myself and others, and also just kind of understanding that I am not failing. I am not different from anyone else. Like, I'm doing the best that I can given the circumstances that we are all under. I think I don't know that there has been better. I think the world is still kind of in a disarray in various different things. You kind of have to pick what you're going to focus on. You kind of have to pick like what you're going to worry about. So it's been interesting, but just trying to stay positive and trying to just enjoy the small little moments, whether it's with my family and my friends, whether it's just with myself, just trying to just take things a day at a time. I feel like has been what I have strived to do.
Trying to message me. I was trying to message her back.
Who messaging? I'm
Tony.
getting out the car. That's the only reason why I turn my camera off.
Okay. So, I was trying to message her to tell her to go ahead. It's like maybe her messaging is delayed too.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, there she
can
go.
y'all hear me? I know I'm so delayed.
You good? Yes, we hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, excuse me, I put it in the chat because I wasn't sure, but I'm the better version, I believe, of me. Okay, I think I'm the better version of me. I'm a lot calmer than I was. Lisa can tell you the old Tony. You, I didn't take a lot. It didn't take a lot to upset me, and
Hey,
now it takes, oh my God, a lot to get me to that point. But I try to take care of myself more. I try to live for Tony because I've always lived for everybody. So now I'm living for me and I'm enjoying it. Like Lisa said, I'm to the point now where it doesn't bother me to stay in the house. I'm good with a glass of wine, my recliner, and my TV. But my friends seem to think something is wrong with me. It's not. That's just where I am since the pandemic. I'm good with being in my house. Life is just, it's life, and I'm enjoying it's life.
Yeah, you. I mean, and then too, I'm thinking, is it also because Tony and I are in the 50 plus club? So some of it, I'm wondering if it's pandemic or if it's age. Um, so I was mad during the pandemic because it took my 50th birthday party from me because I had been planning that for years what I was gonna do for the 50th birthday because the 40 was off the chain. So I'm still gonna have my 50th birthday party. By the way, it just may be down the road a little bit, but I do agree that I'm glad that it's made a better version and calming you down. I think that's wonderful. Um, for me, I also think that I'm trying to find the better version of me as well. So I think one of the things that it did do was make us reverse and look inside, make us take some time to self evaluate some things that we could be doing. What it also did for me was it increased my my workloads, right? So my work at FAMU, I felt increased because I'm working at home. And so when you're at home and you're working, it's almost like you never put it down.
Mhm.
Like even if you go to bed, you think of something and you get up and it's like, oh, let me look at that or let me do this. And so it's like you never really walk away from it. So now I'm strategic in I don't have no work laptops, no work nothing at home. So when I come home, no work, no family work. But then it also increased in in the work that I do at church. So during the pandemic, we still had to thank you. We still had oh, I should have made you say hello to Tony. Uh um my sister coming to say hey to Tony and Sharon. I think Sharon she moving inside.
Hey y'all,
Hi.
how y'all doing? What is you grinning for, Tony
She
Mills?
delayed. Her thing is delayed. Oh, you look like Alisa.
That's my child.
Hillary!
Hey, Tony Mills. Oh Lord.
But so then with church, it
Hey,
made more work too.
Lala! It's so good to see you.
She said it's so good to see you. She said bye. So Tony owed me a trip up here too. I just want her to remind her of that. Um so at church, when the pandemic hit, it increased my work there too because we had to figure out how do we still stay connected to the membership. And so since my background is theater and
Yeah,
this and
I
a
remember.
little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, so that increased. So now I'm taping, doing stuff that I haven't done before, but I'm learning as I go, and we're making this thing rock, making it happen. So and then from there, also Kitchen Talk, right? So with Kitchen Talk, we moved to a weekly virtual show. We weren't doing that before.
Wow.
So so it picked up and it picked up in so many different areas that now I'm trying to figure out, okay, how do I do the slowdown from this? Because a lot of people were like, oh, they doing the slowdown, oh, the pandemic, it was nothing to do. I'm like, where y'all was? Because I didn't get that. I did not get the slowdown from the pandemic. I was still working and working more, as a matter, like working more. So now I think I'm learning. Okay, I think in terms of what Sharon was saying about um, priority, making changing your focus and doing and concentrating on your priorities.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the things that I'm learning to do. Hey, JT. So yeah. Um, what are So Kenya probably don't have to worry about this for a minute because she's so young. You still young. So let me ask you, ladies, what's the dating scene looking like for y'all?
I might have to. I might have to answer, Miss Lisa. It might have to be me.
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness, Miss Lisa, it's rough. Like it's just you know what, my 20s, I have just decided that I'm just gonna focus on me, and I'm just gonna live and travel and spend time with my friends and my family and just not worry about it. And maybe unexpectedly God will just bless me and I'll just be one and done and I can just go and be on my merry way. My grandma always tells me, she's like, girl, don't you worry, somebody's just gonna come and sweep you off your feet. And I'm like, in this day and age, I don't know, grandma. But yeah, it's different.
Look
I
at
think
Tony's face.
it's different from back then. I feel like there are just no more gentlemen. It just it's rough.
JT is trying to crash our show. It's interesting to hear you say that.
Yeah.
It is interesting to hear you say that because that is how I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a generation. I'm old enough to be your mom. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 20 out 22.
I'm 24.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Time is
look,
flying.
time is flying.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, but be open to what is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I am. I'm open to what is possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you can. I can't believe you feel like that.
Yeah, that's how a lot of, you know, the women, my friends and the women in my life feel. My mom, you know, she's like you said, you're old enough to be my mom. My mom is around the same age, and you know, it's yeah.
So earlier they were on DL Hughley show. They were talking about
The
some
Cheesecake Factory.
restaurants. Yeah, some restaurants that they say you should take a woman on a first date. I'm like, I don't know who they was talking to.
Mm-mm. What's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory?
Right, that's what I was thinking. That is what I was thinking too. Like, what's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory? Um, but yeah, that's interesting. Okay, Tony. Let's see. Can she typing?
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. So for me, the dating scene, and I'm just going to put it out there. If I can keep these women husbands away from me, I'll probably be doing good.
Girl,
Oh boy.
I don't want
tell the
nobody's
truth.
husband, but they would not leave me alone. Go home.
Mm-hmm.
Go home.
That's crazy.
So for me, it's just it's not right now. Yeah, it's not right now. Yeah.
And I that is how you. I don't get that. Like, what make you think that's okay? Especially when you know the wife. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. To what JT say? How about we take a woman on no dates at all and see how that goes? Well,
JT, go do something with yourself.
he say is pee in the dating pool for men as well.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Not with all the options y'all have. I don't believe that.
Mhm.
It's just the ones y'all choose don't be right. Cause y'all anyway, we're not talking about the guys. We're just talking about our perspective from what we see. Kenya is a beautiful, beautiful young woman inside and out.
Thank you.
So it really boggles my mind that her dating life is not going the way she would want it to go. I don't understand that.
Yeah. What?
Okay, you getting cut off. I'm not doing no more of your comments, JT Plummer.
Oh my gosh.
Something's wrong with that boy. But some parts of me understands maybe my age group because um my age group men probably have been married,
Mhm.
and they may be divorced, or at this age they may be like, I ain't did it by now, it don't really make no sense to do it, whatever. So, but for young folks, I think too, with what you're so is that about the gentleman part of it? Is that for lack of proper upbringing, or they just don't care?
I don't know what the influence is behind that. I think because I have a lot of like strong leading men in my family and I come from a very southern family, I think that kind of caliber of a man is different. Also, both of my grandparents, both sets of my grandparents have been married for 40 plus years. So,
Mhm.
um, having that kind of example, I guess, and then also I was, I grew up with my dad and my brother. So I don't know. I think the standard is just a little bit different for me personally. I'm sure for other people too, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of influence happening now, whether it's through music, television, just like the way that people view relationships have changed.
Mhm.
Um, the way people view dating is different. And I don't know. I think I've always just been a very traditional girl, and that's just that's how I am. And I
Yeah.
don't know if that's the standard anymore.
Especially when you hear about people who have been married
Mhm.
according to everything that they putting out in the world, and then you find out they've been separated all this time, but they portraying to us that they got this big old perfect marriage and
Mm.
life.
Yeah, there's not many people to look up to in that realm. It's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that does make it look a little bleak. And then the fact
Mhm.
that, we outnumber men.
Yeah.
Um, so would
Yeah.
either of you would either of you date outside your race? Music and yeah, it is strongly influencing people. That is very true.
Mhm. Um, I was gonna let Miss Tony answer. I
At this point, I'm not sure if I would or not. At my age,
mm,
I'm not sure. Men are scarce for sure, but sometimes being by yourself gets old.
Mm, that's true. That part right there, King, you don't have to worry about.
oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can say if I would or I wouldn't. I think I try to just be in tune with what I feel like God is doing in my life. So I don't know what that looks like. But I hope it's a black man.
For me, I definitely wanted to be a brother.
Yeah.
I, it's just something about him. I just,
Mhm.
you know, uh, and that's no slight against anybody else. The only problem that I would have
Mm-hmm.
dating a white man would be just that whole fear of him or somebody calling me the N word
Exactly. Yeah.
or using the N word,
Mhm.
um, or just not being able to understand my history, my background, my culture.
Mhm.
So that would be one thing that I would definitely be like, nah, nah,
Yeah. And
nah.
it's I think it's far less people that understand the magnitude of it or understand the history of it. And I just wouldn't want to be in a position where I have to constantly teach someone. I just feel like it's not that's not my burden to carry.
Yeah.
And a lot of people aren't really educated. And that's why I love having gone to a HBCU because I
Hmm.
know my history. That's like the first thing that I was taught as soon as I stepped foot on campus and was really taught like
Yeah.
the truth of it all. So I don't want to teach that to someone else. I feel like they should learn it themselves.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. But I mean, you can only learn so much versus experience.
Right. Hmm.
And so I think I was talking to, I forget who I was talking to. And while each of us have our own experience with black culture, with being black,
Hmm.
and none of everything that we do is the same, but we still have an understanding of it enough that we can sympathize and empathize with each other
Yeah.
versus somebody who has never
Yeah.
had the
Hmm.
experiences that we've had.
Hmm.
You don't know what it feels like to be the only black girl in the room,
Hmm.
Yeah.
um, or you may not even feel the same way if you're the only white girl in the room.
Yeah.
You might not feel the same way or have to. I remember one class I was in,
Mhm.
only black girl in the room, woman rather, in the room. And every time I got ready to talk or I would say something, the instructor would cut me off.
Hmm.
Or she would kind of imply that my tone was whatever. We're just talking.
Yeah.
We just talking. That sort of thing. So
Hmm.
it just, it just you can. And again, I can't explain that to you
Hmm.
enough for you to understand what's going on,
Right.
or explain enough that with some of the stuff that come out your mouth that might be offensive.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Um, but yeah, what is this JT saying? Lord, I'm scared.
Yeah.
My granddaddy always said you can't date the others if you want, but just know that someone in their family is gonna call you. That might be true. It may not be to your face. That might be true.
I think the I just think the history of it is just so deep and just so ingrained that it can be difficult to find. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. But if you look at like, I was looking at I think Essence or not, yeah, Essence, and I
Hmm.
was looking at people like um Janet Jackson, Eve, uh the tennis player Serena,
Hmm.
all of them, married outside of their race.
Yeah.
And I'm
And
like, wow. But then I've also heard comments about Serena, how she looked manly and da da da. Da. So, was it that black men didn't find her attractive? Because
yeah,
we've had
that
that before.
that's another conversation that I see a lot too is
Hmm.
black women enjoying dating outside of their races. Those of them that are them enjoying it and being treated well. And it's sad and unfortunate because it's like are black men not valuing black women, or I don't know what that is, but I did also see a study about how the world is going to look in, like, I don't know, like 100 years or something, and there's going to be a lot of biracial
It
kids.
is. It is.
So we already can see it now, so
Yeah.
it's just interesting. Yeah.
I think they already had money. JT, they got their own money. I don't think they married for money.
Yeah.
They already had money. I mean, it might not have been billionaire status money, but I don't think that was it. I remember Whoopi Goldberg talking about it one time that black men did not find her attractive,
Mhm.
so she would date outside her race.
Yeah.
So, it just seems like a lot of different factors
Mhm.
that are at play with all of that. But yeah, I do think that by the time it's gonna be a for real melting pot.
Yeah.
We call it that already, but it is about to be a for real melting pot. For real, for real. So, what are some of the things that you are looking forward to as we are definitely, I think all of us feel like we pretty much out of this pandemic, but I don't think the label has quite been torn off yet. But we are almost back to, I hate to say back to normal. But we are almost moving around like we moved around pre-pandemic in some respects. So moving something like so moving forward, what are you looking forward to, Kenya?
Oh, okay. I'll start. I'm looking forward to. I I like I was saying earlier, it's kind of hard to find things to look forward to, just given like the state of the world right now, like everything that's going on, politically, economically. It's definitely a struggle, and it can be hard to find things to look forward to. But I guess just the excitement of just still being in my 20s, kind of figuring out what my career is going to look like, continuing to take risk, graduating with my master's degree, spending more time with my family and my friends, and just continuing to enjoy my 20s, and put myself first and do all the things that I really want to do, before I settle down into anything, have I don't know what the future holds, but yeah, just remaining excited about being young and taking risks and having a whole lot of fun.
And I think you should
Yeah.
have as much fun as possible. And
Mhm.
fun I mean, I know I'm saying I'm older or whatever. Fun don't go away. It
Mhm.
it just looks a little different sometimes,
Yeah.
but it does not go away. Life is what you make it.
Mhm.
I feel there again, there is a lot going on.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, wars and rumors of wars and
Mhm.
uh the- I have a whole thing about politicians, period.
Yeah.
So we hire you, but you ain't looking out for us at all.
Mhm.
That sort of thing. So
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna put Tony's comment up. So she said, we don't know what to look for. We have we have to really take risks and live day by day, not knowing what lies ahead. Yep, trust in
Yeah.
God. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. And I think that's really as a Christian, and I have not ever not said. I say it all the time. I believe in God no
Mhm.
matter what anybody else believes in, and I don't place any judgment on anything anybody else believe in. But as for me, I do believe in God.
Mhm.
And again, I look forward my looking forward is seeing what he is doing,
Mhm.
seeing what he is allowing to manifest in our lives, and
Yes.
taking that, whether it's the good or the bad or the ugly or the confused or the what,
Mhm.
and just knowing that he loves me and everything is going to be all right, it's all
Mhm.
going to work out.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
still have, my hopes and dreams of, family and my own family and this and that and, and the other. Um, Only one of my dreams has been cut in half. I wanted quads. Now I just want twins. But, just different things like that. But I still trust that the promises that he made to me will come to fruition.
Mhm.
And so that's kind of what um holds me together and keeps me pushing forward in what we've been through. And I think with him allowing that pandemic, that was one of the things for us to really assess where we are as a nation, as a
Mhm.
people, as a society, as an individual.
Yeah.
Um, and as the people he created, you know
Mhm.
have we turned from him, or are we turning back to him, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
So I just think that all of it works for us eventually, in some shape, form, or fashion.
Yeah.
And we just have to continue to keep hold on to hope. Just hold on to hope. um Girl, tell me about it. Hopes and dreams up. Yep, still in play. Children, grandchildren. That's right. You do got them grandbabies. It's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. And we just can't, you know, I've heard people say lots of times, oh, when I gave up on it, that's when it happened. I just can't give up on it.
Mhm.
I refuse to give up on it. It will happen. It will happen. Um and I'm thinking sooner than later. Well, I'm always thinking that. It's on my vision board. I put it everywhere. I'm like, see, Lord, this is what you said. You promised. You promised. And he's still working. He is still working.
Yes.
So when you coming to Tallahassee again?
Um, I should be coming soon. I actually think I'm going to be coming in December.
Okay.
Um, because I've my aunt is graduating with her doctorate in Birmingham, so I've got to go through Tallahassee anyway. So, yeah, I should be there again soon, and I'm gonna stop by and see everybody.
Yay! I missed you last time you were up here.
I know, yeah. It was. It always feels like there's never enough time, and you don't get to everyone. So,
No, you don't.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is so
Looking
true.
forward to coming back soon, though.
Oh, I'm gonna be ready to travel, Tony Mills. You ain't got to worry about me. I'm gonna be right there. Be right there. So, ladies, it has been a wonderful, wonderful show. I think that this girlfriend check-in, I love it so much. I like being able to catch up with you guys. I hate Sharon had to get off. I don't know what happened. Um so King, you have what? You're in this program for 2 years.
Yes, so I'll graduate in 2025.
Okay. And this is the one that Malcolm and oh, what's the other young lady? It was two other ladies.
Well, Malia just graduated from the program, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No, I think they were before y'all.
yeah, she was in the Underground series.
Yeah,
I always
I can't
forget
think
her
her name.
name. Starts with an S. It always slips my mind. But
Yeah.
yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, a couple of FAMU alum have come through the program.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. I
Mhm.
remember them talking about that particular program.
Mhm.
Well, good, good, good. So the next time I see Tony Mims, it better be her walking through my door right here. I ain't playing.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm telling you, you owe me a trip.
I do.
You do. You do owe me a trip. Listen, this has been so
I'm gonna
rewarding.
make it happen.
You gonna make it happen soon. That's right. Um, I was about to say, what was I about to say? I forgot what I was about to say. If you are watching us on YouTube, hit the like, hit the subscribe button so you will never miss another show. If you're watching us on Facebook, hit the like button. Make sure you guys turn on your notifications so that we pop up on your notifications when we are live or when we're about to go live. It'll pop up and let you know. Like, share, do all that great stuff so people can be talking about Kitchen Talk CTC. It is the conversations that cook. I have been rocking it with my former student, Miss Kenya Williams. Y'all remember that name? I'm trying to tell you, it's Kenya. What's your stage name? Kenya Amari?
Kenya Amira.
Kenya Amira. Y'all,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, write it down, whatever you need to do. Remember that name. And my friend girl from, oh my God, we go way back. Miss Tony Mims, all the way from Louisiana. She's in Louisiana. That is my girl, and she is planning a trip to Tallahassee as we speak. And so it has been a great night checking in. Also, look for Sharon Nairi Williams. She is a storyteller. You can she has a website, SharonNWilliams.com. You can check out her on there. She does books, she does poetry, she does spoken word, really great artist. She is in Seattle, Washington. And it is me. I'll be back next week with the guys. Hopefully, they'll be recovered from the FAMU homecoming because the Rattlers are doing it this weekend for our homecoming. And we're just having a great time. So I let them have the night off so they can do their homecoming stuff. and I checked in with the girls. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you, ladies.
Love you, Miss Lisa. Thank
I love you too, honey. Love you too,
Yes.
Tony. Talk
Yes.
to y'all later.
Yes.
Bye.
Love you. All right.
Let's talk, let's talk. What you wanna talk about? Let's talk, let's talk. What you wanna talk about? Kitchen talk.